Hey there, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip comes to you from a couple of different members at the gym. We always talk about certain things, and we got into a discussion about sacrificing form to lift heavier. Now, most of the time, and I say like 99% of the time, I say no. The one time, though, 1% or whatever that I allow it is when you know that you're doing like cheaty reps, that you're trying to get, a little extra, like one last rep or, two last reps out, where you might either need, like extra help on a spot, or you kind of, like, let's for instance say it's a curl. Obviously you're not supposed to swing back, okay? So but if you've got good form, and then that last one you want to try and get like one or two forced reps out, and you kind of swing it up, use momentum, so to speak, but then you use like negative to make it stronger, you know what I mean? Like, so you're trying to get that muscle stronger, so you're forcing it up and doing it slow, kind of a cheaty rep, but it's a cheaty rep, and that you're forcing yourself to kind of get a little bit stronger with that weight, so that the next time you're not going to increase the weight. You're going to remember and take note, oh, my last 2 reps on my third set was, like I threw it up to do a negative, but now this time I don't have to, whatever. So cheaty reps sometimes can be fine, if you know, one, that they're cheaty reps, and 2, that you're doing it for a purpose to kind of push that muscle, a little bit, not to hurt yourself, but to kind of get it a little bit stronger, to kind of get it used to lifting that weight, a couple of extra reps, so that the next time around you can, you might be able to do those extra reps without the cheat. So all of that said, there's a lot of times, not in my gym, because everybody, if they feel like they're not doing good form, they come, they ask me. That's a good thing about Dani K Gym and Wellness. I'm 9 times out of 10 normally always here, unless I'm running an errand or it's midnight. I'm not here at midnight. But they if they have an issue or a question about a form or something, they come, they ask me, hey, can you come watch me do a deadlift? Can you watch me do a squat? Can you watch me do, a bench press, whatever? And, and tell me what my form is, because they want to have their form right. Bad form will get you injured. Maybe not the first couple of times that you're doing it, but it eventually will wear the body down, and you will have an injury, shoulder, back, knee, whatever. So to prevent those things, you cannot and you should not sacrifice form just to lift that heavier weight. You see it a lot when you have, a couple of guys in the gym, and Billy might be stronger than Bob, but, Bob is gonna, force himself to do the weights that Billy does. It's not about that, guys, so, let that ego go, and just lift good and get strong within. If you have good form and you get strong within that good form, then the weight, the strength will get there, but if you just start flailing around and throwing all this weight around, it does not look impressive, because people that know good form in the gym, and they look at you, they're like, look at that idiot. I mean, there was a couple of guys in a gym I used to work at, and instead of doing a curl with a bar, they had a bar, and they're curling it like this. Instead of doing this, I mean, they're doing this. Okay, so I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Biceps and lower back extension? Seriously? You look like an idiot. Now, if you're doing good form and you got that going, and like I said, you want that last rep, and then you're like, you swing it up, but then you do that negative, I'm cool with that, because you're understanding that that's a cheat rep. But if you're doing this through the whole set because Billy, your workout partner, can lift that much weight, but you feel embarrassed to take 5 pounds off or 10 pounds off so that you can do good form, you look like an idiot. So that's all I'm saying. So there's times, and if you don't know the good form, if you don't know the right form, I apologize. But if you don't, then ask somebody. If Billy is not flailing around like that, and Bob is flailing around like that because he's trying to lift the weight that Billy's lifting, Billy needs to tell him, hey, you know what, dude, why don't you take some of that weight off so that you can, you know, so that you're not going to injure yourself, you know, I've been doing this a lot longer than you, or whatever, you know. There's all kinds of reasons why other people, you know, two workout buddies are not as strong, you know, not the same strength. Yeah, but I see it all the time. And well, not like I said, not in my gym, but in other gyms. And I would, you know, if I was, you know, comfortable with that person and knew that they weren't going to pop me in the face, dudes, you know, I mean, I'd say, hey, you know, why don't you lower the weight so that you know, you get that good form, because you're going to end up, if you continue to do it that way, you're going to end up hurting your lower back or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, they, you know, they listen to me and they lower it down and they're like, oh, I feel it more in my bicep. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes they don't know, but if you don't know, ask. It's not, don't be embarrassed to ask. Be embarrassed to look like an idiot when you're flailing around like you're, you know, fish out of water. Anyway, so it is very important to not sacrifice form just to increase your weights. You know, like I said, cheaty rep to increase, you know, to try and get your body out of that comfort zone to be used to that weight. Okay, but as long as you know it's cheaty rep and the whole set is not a cheaty rep, you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of times I see guys doing standing shoulder presses, which there's no problem in standing shoulder presses. They're, you know, but if you're standing and doing a shoulder press, it should be, of course, face this way because you're going to hurt your neck, but it should be up and down like this. Sometimes they take it to the back, which watch the shoulder, and sometimes they take it to the front. Now, when they take it to the front and they get heavier with those weights, they end up doing this to press that shoulder press up. Guess what, fellas? It's an incline press at that point in time. If you're leaning back like this to press that shoulder press up, it's an incline press at that point in time. Shoulder press should be done straight up, should come down 90 degrees, and the bar should not be behind your head like this and pressing up, because you're going to hurt your shoulders. And if you're coming down here, some guys like to come down in the front, which is okay. I still don't like past the 90-degree point, but when you're getting heavier and you start rocking back like this and pressing it up, that's an incline press. It's no longer a shoulder press. Shoulder press is above your head, not above your chest. So please, 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 if you don't know proper form, ask somebody that knows. Don't ask somebody that's doing it improper. Don't ask anybody that doesn't know. So ask me, Dani K. Gym and Wellness. I've been doing it for 23 years. I know proper form with a lot of different exercises, most exercises. Please don't sacrifice form to increase your weight. You do the form properly, you get the weight going. Once you're strong within that form, the strength will come. The strength will come. You know, you'll be able to put more weights on. More strength will come. You'll be able to put more weights on. And won't take the chance of, it'll definitely eliminate a lot of injury. I mean, we're going to get injuries here and there, but if you do a shoulder press like this, you're going to F up your lower back. Period. I can rehab you, but we don't want that. We don't want you to get injured. So proper form, do not sacrifice strength. Don't sacrifice proper form for strength. Stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.